Well, hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. I do hope you are well. Let's get to it. So first off, I think most of the people are just clicking away because of the video quality. It is unfortunate, but for you guys who've been with me for a while, you do know that I've been talking about getting an upgrade for quite some time now, and things have finally worked out in my favor. So I do know that most people won't think it's quite a big upgrade, but for me it's definitely going to be, compared to this system that I've been using, it is going to be a good improvement. So it's going to be an MSI A520M Pro series motherboard, as well as a Ryzen 5 6-core 6-thread CPU, and then also 16 gig 3200 MHz RAM. So I'm definitely going to be upgrading the RAM as well. And then I just need to get the graphics card. I finally got the power supply as well today, so things are looking good. I just need to decide on the card and then get that as well. Then I'll finally be able to make much better looking videos, and I can't wait to get that done. For you who have been around for a while, thank you so much. Okay, so let's get to the game. We used to produce 120 steel beam production over the site. Steel pipes, not steel beam, sorry. I did go ahead and break that little section off here. The other two machines I converted to the steel beams. It's merging up this side, producing 60 a minute. That is flowing out, going into our assemblers, doing encased industrial beams at 20 a minute. And that is taking up 60 steel beam and 120 concrete a minute. So the concrete production is also overclocked, just to get the rates working out. So if we go outside and take a look at our heavy modular frame production, let's take a look here. It's going to be at 4 per minute at the moment. We can always add a couple of Somers loops here, and that is going to increase by 0.5. If we do this correct and add a couple of them, we can get this up to, I think it should be around 8, without having to increase the production over on the left hand side at all. So we can get quite a bit out of here. It's just going to take a bit of exploration to try and get some of those Somers loops. Oh boy, can be a tongue twister, that one. Okay, let's get the heavy modular frames production going. So we do need modular frames. This blueprint is incorrect. It should be 8 per minute, and that is still not going to be enough. So we're going to have to get this one placed down. Just lock it in place, go a bit backwards. We can always extend out. I'll add some pillars underneath just to give the building some support. And I do want to leave myself enough gap to get everything merged and split and all of that, because this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of production just to get 4 heavy modular frames. It is ridiculous though. So let's come and take a look at the assemblers here. We are getting 2 per minute. We have 4 machines. That's going to be our total of 8 there. Now we do need to come and overclock the top 2 machines up to 4 per minute. No, it needs to be at 3 per minute, not 4 per minute, sorry. So that's going to give us 6 at the top side and then 4 at the bottom side. That's going to be 10. And then we also do need to do exactly the same over this side. So just get them overclocked. Okay, that's going to be perfect. So what we're going to be doing is just adding it directly into this machine. And since it's only 10 per minute, we can use a Mark 1. Do exactly the same thing over this side. I think I might have to bring it out this way. What the heck was happening with that belt? Okay, so that one can just go straight on through. Looking good. So that's going to be our modular frame production. Let's get that one ticked off. The machines are down. Just need to connect it to power. I completely forgot about this. Let's see, can I get this one connect you over that side? I think the bottom section is fine. I still have to get that fixed. I really do. So don't break down the whole thing. I just wanted to come and upgrade this power outlet. For some reason it never allows you to change it over. It's quite interesting. I don't know why that happens. Let's get the power line down there. Just connect it up straight through. I think this needs to move over by one spot. So we'd need it to be, say, over this side. Let's see if that's going to be correct. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, let's take a look. We do need to send in here some iron rods. Let's get this done, and then we can move on to the next side. So I'm just going to go with the Mark III, just because I want to load up the machines a lot quicker. I think we can get it done over here. Do want to get it as close as possible. Then I think it should be over here to give me this decent bend. No, it was just a little bit off. So let's just get it straight, just nudge it over. That's going to be the correct way of doing it. Perfect. So we got our iron rods feeding in. Now we do need to add reinforced iron plate. Just going to extend it out this side. Maybe with 8 blocks in length. Not sure if that's going to be enough, but we'll take a look at it. So under blueprints, let's come and take a look. Reinforced iron plate at 20 a minute. We only need 15. So we're not going to be doing too bad on this production. Let me just lock it in place. I think we should place it over here. Do know the belts are wrapping around quite a distance, but it shouldn't be any problem. This is going to be our steel plates. I think we can bring it out with a Mark II. Yeah, I wonder if a Mark II. No, you know what? I'm going to go with a Mark III for everything. Let me just make sure I got the lift on the bottom side also upgraded. Everything should be a Mark III except for the screws. That needs to be a Mark IV. Okay, so that does seem to be perfect. Just cap it back off again. Okay, so a Mark III going out this side. And this time I was lucky enough to get it. Okay, good. So in order to get this working, we do need to send screws over. But this one is going to be a bit more interesting. I'll be adding a splitter on top of this as well. Wonder if this is going to work. What if I want to close down the building? Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can do it another way. Let's get a Mark IV. Just get the bend correct on this side. Just make sure this is a Mark IV lift. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Okay, now we do need to add our screws in over this side. I wonder if I can add my splitter in here. Just nudge it over by one. Yeah, I think we can do it over this side. Okay, let's add the splitter. And then we can use a Mark III belt. No, let's go with Mark IV. And this side we can leave a Mark III. Because it's only taking up 60 screws a minute. So it needs 120 and 120 over this side. Okay, that should be fine. I don't think that will be an issue. And that will also allow me to split it out towards this side again. So let's bring it down with another lift. We are going to be merging this with a different set of screws as well. Just get that upgraded. That should be fine now. I think I should bring it just about there. Okay, leave the screws for now. So that's going to be screws loading in, iron plate loading in. For the heavy modular frames, I still need to connect it up in the middle. Just to make sure that everything is going to be feeding out between all of the machines. So while all of the lifts and belts are loading up, I do need to get this connected to power though. Let's see if we can quickly get that done. I think we can add a power outlet right over there, where that connection is absolutely full. Let's take a look. So where did this go through? Could be on the inside over here. Okay, that's not too bad. That can work. Going to be at the concrete production. Okay, looking good. So we got machines turned on here. What's going on here? No power. It is connected though, isn't it? Got it connected over that side. This machine is not connected. So let's bring out another power line, connect this on up. So what's going on here? I know we can turn off the one machine. This one needs to be powered because it's not connected. Okay, looking good. So reinforced iron plates are definitely going to be produced. Let's get this ticked off for the moment. Right, let's see. I need 60 a minute, so a Mark 1 is fine. What belt do we have here? Mark 2. Just go with a Mark 3 there. As well as over this side. I think that should be better. So the rest will be sent over and around again. We just need 15 in total, I think. Take a look here. So that's going to be 4.5. That's going to be 9. And then on the bottom side, I think it's going to be 6 in total. Okay, so we do need a bit more. We do need to get this one turned on. See if we can increase this to 7.5 and 7.5. So that's going to be 15 a minute. So that's 25. 25, not too bad. So then plus the 6 is 15. So we need 21. Okay, that should be fine then. We don't need to do any more overclocking, just connect it to power. And now, what we do need to do is send it over this side. How do I want to do this? I think let's go over to number 6. Get our conveyor stackable section, lift it up by 2. I do want to make sure that it is going to be directly in line. Then we can bring it up this side. I do want to get a lift down. And in order to get this bend correct, the easiest way that I found is just getting it directly in the middle of the lift here. Move it over the belt, go back by 2, and that should be perfect. Now we do need a Mark 1. It's not going to be any higher production rate than that. Just get you wrapping around here and into there. Okay, that should be perfect. That's going to be reinforced iron plates as well as our iron rods being fed through. I just don't know what's going on here with this thing. It should be loading up, but it seems like it's not connected to power at all. See if we can redo the power connection. It still doesn't make a difference. Oh, you know what? I think this is why. Remember, I upgraded this line here. So without thinking about it, that was the connection we needed. Okay, so all of the machines are turning on. Reinforced iron plate and modular frames. Okay, next up is going to be smelt spare iron ore, so we can get a lot more screws produced here. We do need a total of 280 in order to get the manufacturers up and running, because it's 240 each. That's a total of 480. We're using up, I think it's 240. So that's 90 times the 2. It's 180. Plus then another 120, so that's what, 400. Oh my goodness, I was pressing the map there. 180 plus the 120. No, that's 300. How the heck did I get to 400? Okay, but nonetheless, we do have 100 spare then. If we add another 400, it's only going to take up 100 ingots. We can definitely get that done. Then we should have everything we need in order to grab this production and get it started up. It's gonna be amazing to just make 4 modular frames from all of this production. Okay, now then, looking at where the production is going to be, I think I'm going to be doing it around the back here. So I do want to extend this little section to, I want to say about the same length as this. I'll have to get another couple of blocks placed down underneath. I'll do that eventually. I've nearly closed off the coal power plant there as well. The plastic factory is definitely closed off, as well as the fuel production. Oh boy, don't drop into the water. Ooh, that was way too close. Okay, let's take a look at how do I want to get this done. So that's going to be what now? A total of 5 by 5. Okay, definitely not too bad. I just need to add a couple of smelters here. I think in total we can add 7. So the first one has to be in the middle over here. I think over there should be fine. So let's go. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7. Oh, perfect. A 5 by 5 works out great. Now, I do want, if I left myself enough space here, I do not want the wall to be clipping through this freaking area over here. Can't get rid of that massive thing over there. But we will be closing off the wall like this, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's quite interesting how the factory is growing. Interesting part is going to be connecting that all up there. So I know this is going to be way more space than I need for this, but it doesn't really matter. That is only going to be to ensure that we are getting all of the production we need. And then also it's going to allow me to connect it out around the side of the wall here. Then bring it up and just get it connected into the next set of screw production. So let's get this done. We all know the trick here. Just get everything merged up into one line. At the back we just split it on up. And let's grab a look. Where do I want to merge it to? Should be, let's say like this. You can go with a Mark 1. I think we can go with a Mark 1 between both of the first two. Then it has to go up to a Mark 2. For the third machine being 90, then 120. And then we can just go up with a Mark 3 in between. Because I don't think we'll be producing any more than that. Okay, so for the back side, let's take a look. This is the machine that I wanted to use. So let's get the wall connection down. Should be on the second one. Okay, let's see if this belt is going to fit in there perfectly. Oh, that is just absolutely lucky. That is just perfect. Oh, that really worked out. I'm so glad for that. Alright, now we can get the rest done. Come and get all the lifts down again so we can get everything split up evenly. Oh, this is going to be so nice. That is just way incorrect. Alright, so we do need splitters now. We do need to feed you out like this. The first machine is going to be this one. And then we just change the direction again. So it needs to be a Mark 1 on the first two machines. And then we can go with a Mark 2 in between the first section. Back to a Mark 1. And this side we're going to keep with a Mark 3 loading in. I can just get it over there. So that's perfectly in line. Oh, that's looking good. Now I just need to get this connected up to power. Let's see, how do I want to get this done though? I think in order to prevent the machines from connecting to one another, this is just going to be the easiest way to do it. And we're nearly there to get this production up and running. We still have to connect up quite a few things though. But nonetheless, it's going to be good. Okay, so we got that connected on up. Let's get a double power line, see if we can connect it on the inside here. Get you connected that side, go inside here. Okay, any power line close? Please tell me there's something. Got one over there. See if we can bring it out. I'm sorry if you can hear a dog barking. Fortunately, there's not much I can do. I do try to keep the background noise to a minimum, but it's sometimes so difficult. Okay, this should be connected to power now. All we need to do is get the recipe selected, then everything should be working. Can I not copy this? Come on, paste it. There we go, everything should be up and running. So that's going to be 7 smelters doing 30 a minute. That's going to be 210. We only need 100 in order to get the screws done. So we're still left with another 110 left. I wonder what we're going to do with it. We'll take a look at it sometime. Let's see, is that my wall connection? It is. Just bring it over to this side. Come on, I hope this is going to work out. Just be a straight line. No, it's not. Oh, you bugger. Kind of hoping it would work out, but unfortunately that is not the case. I just want to bring it out a little bit more. That's going to be too high. I wonder if this is going to work. Let's see. Okay, that should be fine for now. That's just going to be ingot splitting out there. Just get the roof closed then. We are done with this little section. Not going to be going back inside or doing anything. Or just wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is something that I will have to do. I do want to get a container in here as well. So that is going to be a Mark III belt. Get you in there and you fed out that side. Okay, good. The thing is, I do want to store up a lot of components in between, so if I'm busy doing something this side, then everything gets stored up and eventually it just goes a lot quicker getting everything in there. So I still have to decide what am I going to do over there. But for the moment, that's not really the problem. Let's get a Mark III lift. And then add another one over this way. Hopefully this is going to be directly in line and not have a weird kink in the belt. So unfortunately it does have to be moved a bit. So just one higher should be enough. That is a Mark III. Let's just come and get you upgraded. Okay, perfect. So we got a bunch of ingots that we can be flowing out around the side. Let's just get it straight in line as far as we can get it. So with all of the ingots flowing out, let's take a look. Where can we get our screw production placed down? It should be loading in from this side, I think. Just need to decide where can we move it. So if I bring it out this way, going to be so close there. I do want to try and save up as much space as I can here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, let's get the screw production down. Gonna be so tricky to get this belt down here. Wonder if you could even get it fit out that side. I'll take a look. And I'm also, no, wait a minute, so the merger is over this side. Okay, good. So the output is over here, which means we can get the other screws wrapped around and merged in this way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get this power line. What can we do to get you connected? I think I can just get it in there. Yeah, I think this should be fine. I know it does show like it's light clipping there, but it doesn't really matter. I'll come and clean this up. I'll get another power line running across there. Just want to get everything up and running and not have it running too long. So let's go with another Mark III. Just get it faced in this direction and load it into the machine. Okay, that should be all of our screws now. That's going to take up 100 ingots. It's 12.5 for 8 machines. Yeah, it's going to be 100 ingots. Okay, perfect. So, how do I want to get my screws back over that side? Interesting. Let's see if we can get this thing in this direction. Just nudge it to forward. Hopefully that's going to be correct. Do the same thing over this side. I just need it to run up by 1. Just get that in line. Okay, let's see if we can get the screws fed over. I thought so. That wasn't going to work. So let's get our belt Mark IV. See if we can just feed it down this way. Yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if we should bring it up by 1. Okay, so if we go with a Mark IV, we can get it straight in line. Place it down there. Bring it up. Have it go into the bend. This one needs to be moved forward by 1. Cheeky bugger, I can't believe it was incorrect there. Try it again. So come on, just snap correctly there for me, buddy. Okay, that is looking really good. We got our screws unloading on this side. Let's wrap it around and merge it back up again. Get our total of 480. Okay, let's get it over there. Bring it around. Get a merger. Facing in, I want to say this direction. So we're going to have to move this. I think we can move this over by 1. That might be a better idea to do. Get you over that side, you fed in directly over there. Do you need to upgrade this belt to a Mark III as well as over this side? I think that should be fine now. Okay, that's all of our screws. Now we do need to send it over this way. Let's see if we can get our screws down in the first lift here. Wonder where should I do it? It might be a little bit tricky to get everything here in here. So using that as the splitter, I think that's incorrect. Just turn it facing in this direction. That should be fine now. Go with a Mark IV in between. And we can have a Mark IV lift going downwards. This is going to be the interesting part, so it needs to be over here. I'm so sorry for the noises of the dogs. Oh boy. Seems like they're getting quite hectic today. Okay, I think that should be fine. I just need to get this rotated in the other direction. So I wonder if I shouldn't bring it up. Let's take away this lift over this side. Didn't even see the world save coming. Okay, go with a Mark IV. Should be that one. Lock it in place, bring it back. Yeah, how close can we get you moved? That's clipping through, so we do need to bring it back just a tiny bit. Then we can bring it over. Somewhere over this side we can make a turn. I don't know. Doesn't seem like I'm quite getting that line there. Yeah, that does not seem to be correct. So whatever I have to do is going to be bringing it out over this way directly in line. I don't think we need to lift it up since that is not lifted at all. Go with another Mark IV. So this is going to be the tricky section. We do need to get this turned, locked in place and straight as well. Come on, please work out. Hopefully that's gonna work. I don't know if it seems to be in place over here. I don't know. To me it just seems like it's off, so I think let's do this. Just get it straight in line, lock it, bring it over and bring it in. So that's as straight and as neat as I can get it. That's going to be a total of, what's that, 500 merging up, 400 plus our extras, whatever, it doesn't matter. We are producing way more than what we need. So supposed to be 480 though. Okay, screws are starting to load. Let me grab a look at how I want to get the encased industrial beams as well as the steel pipes loaded in. And we should be done. That's going to be smelt spare iron ore and increase screw production. Now we just need to get the heavy modular frames started up. Alrighty then, this should be the home stretch. So I've got the steel pipes loading out with the lift Mark II, wrapping around the wall, then going down with the lift. Around this side we're going back up. I should have lifted this one up a bit higher as well. I'll see what changes I'm going to do as I'm closing up the building. But regardless, this should still be the same because I'll add those little ones you can add into the floor to bring it out through the roof. So this is still going to be exactly the same. Even if I do need to add another wall outlet over this side to get it working the way I want it to. So this is going to be a Mark II. We do need to wrap it around this side. This is going to be for the encased industrial beams. So this needs to go quite a bit further. Just bring it to over there. Just for the moment while we're here, let's get the encased industrial beams connected on up. That is just going to be a little simple connection. I just broke down this window, replaced it with a double wall outlet. And that is just feeding in directly from our container. Looking very, very good. We are getting so close. A total of 20 per minute, that is fine. So we do need to bring through 80 steel pipes in total. That's why we got it as a Mark II. Now this is going to be the very tricky part. I do need to use the little space that I have over here in order to get another lift down. Just because we have the space here with the encased beams. So how do I want to do this? If we bring it down over there, that should be a little bit of a problem. I think we can maybe do it this way. So if we take a look at the way that we can use the splitter, this lift needs to be reversed. Now let's go to a Mark II, yes, then we go to reverse. Let's bring it in closer over that side. I really hope this is going to work out. This is going to be a very, very tight fit. Okay, so now we do need to bring it down a bit. Might have to change that wall over there. So let's see if I can get this to the correct height. So this section is going to have to change to a different wall. Bring it up by 2. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to have to make this change. See if this is going to work or not. Just give me my connection. That should be fine. Then can I even split you out over this way? Might be easier doing it over this side first. So that's just going lower. It's not what I wanted. Go towards the left. There we go. So that's perfect. Then we can just go like this. Okay, it's going down a tiny bit. I'll lift that up and get that sorted out off camera and show you guys in the next episode what I've done over there. Then let's come and see if this is going to work out the way I want it to. So we can get another lift down just to bring it back up again. And this is going to be a splitter feeding in directly over to this side. Why did I make this one so high? Just needs to be the default height. Then we can get our splitter in. Just need to get a Mark II belt, feed it directly in there. Now we just need to bring it over this side and we're done with this production. That should be absolutely everything turning on and working without any problems at all. Is this going to clip through? It doesn't seem that way. So very tight fit, but it is working out 100% here. Oh, that is looking so good. I enjoy this compact building. It does make quite a bit of a difference, doesn't it? Just look at the space that we've been saving just in order to get 4 heavy modular frames made. That has been crazy. Let's take a look here if this has been starting up the production yet. There we go. So heavy modular frame production is started on up. We can get that ticked off. Finally, it's up and running. We'll come and upgrade this with a Sommers loop as I find some of them, because we can get 2.5 a minute from this one so long, using up exactly the same resources. Just want to see the first one going into the container. There we go. We've got one over that side and the second one is also incoming. This is going to be good. Now I just need to find another dimensional storage in order to get this loaded into my personal inventory at any time as well. And then we'll take a look at what we can do in the next episode. We're definitely going to be looking at transport. I did get the drone port as well as the drone unlocked there. I've been manually crafting up the L-clad sheets as well as the castings over there by our coal power plant, with a temporary setup where I just drop in bauxite and coal and just get a bit of all my production made. So I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you there in the next one. Alpha Blazed out.